Hey, what's up you guys? Always good to see you. It's late October, 82 degrees. I'm barefoot outside, but that's all about to change real quick. We're supposed to get a freeze this coming week, so we got a lot to do in this video. We got to harvest some peppers, we got to plant some grocery store garlic, and I cannot wait to show you our GreenStalk. You won't believe the growth on this thing. Would you just take a look at our raised bed garden, y'all? Good gracious, this thing has been going off. But we've got this Chile De Arbol. That's the one I've told you about in the past. If you translate literally from Spanish, it means chili tree. Remember we staked it up not too long ago? Well, now the other half has fallen over because it's so loaded down with peppers. And since we do have a freeze coming next week, y'all, let's just go ahead and rip this thing out of the ground. I think it'll make it easier for picking all these peppers off. I'll go ahead and get rid of our little stake here. And let's see. Oh goodness, that thing is really rooted in. We'll just give it a good shake to get all of our dirt back, and we'll make less of a mess down on the deck. Holy crap. Look at the size of this dude, man. I don't even know if I can hold the camera far enough away for you guys to just realize how big this Chile De Arbol is. Wow, man. That is nuts. Look at that dude. That is crazy. I'll tell you what, let's go get us a towel. Maybe we'll just lay it out right here, and then we can get to harvesting some peppers. Okay, we got us our old towel laid out, and they pop off really easy by hand. And of course my hot tub is going to kick on now, so hopefully that's not too loud. You guys can still hear me. One piece of caution: if you're doing this by hand with no gloves, don't wipe your eyes, and if you do, don't go to the bathroom. Trust me. I'm gonna get you guys set up right here, and I'm gonna get to picking, and I'll see y'all in just a few seconds, because y'all are going on time lapse because I don't think I can talk long enough to pick all these peppers. Let me just pick up all the ones I dropped on the floor, and we are done. Holy cow, look at all those peppers. Now I gotta go wash my hands because my face is super itchy. Why does that always happen? Anytime you can't scratch your face, it becomes like the most itchy thing in the world. I was trying to scratch it with my hat, keep telling myself, don't touch your face, don't touch your face, and that just makes it itchy even worse. But look at this haul, you guys. Holy moly. That's gonna be awesome. So we're gonna take these guys and put them in some pepper vinegar, or Mom's gonna put them in some pepper vinegar. I got a few co-workers that want some, and then we'll save a couple of the red ones, let them dry in the kitchen or the pantry, and then we'll save those seeds for next year. Get them all wrapped up here, and let's go in the kitchen so we can wash them up later. But let's go get our grocery store garlic now and get it planted. Hey, Pepe. Say hey to everybody. No, don't come outside. Get back. Get back. Be good. Get back. You don't want these peppers. Pepe thinks he wants to go outside, but we're not chasing him this afternoon. Hey, buddy. Okay, now we can get these washed up later. Y'all excuse my dirty dishes, but I just didn't want to do them today. But check this out. I did a YouTube short on this little guy the other day. This is a bulb of garlic that I found at the grocery store, and it already had just little green shoots coming out. Let me get y'all in the shade so you can see. But it started sprouting just a little bit. And I said, I'm going to buy this because we talked about grocery store garlic in the garlic video we did a while back. I said, let's just experiment. Let's grow it together and see what it does. So I threw it in this glass jar, and man, the roots just took off. And the cloves are swelling up and getting hydrated. It's pretty neat. If you left it in here, I'm sure it wouldn't do anything because there's no nutrient in the water. So we're going to go plant it in our raised bed. And while we're right here, look how good our little sundew is doing. Man, I got him in his little tray of water, but man, he has sent up so many little flower stalks. Isn't that cool? All right, let's get this guy out of the water and out into some dirt. No, can't come outside, buddy. Sorry. All right, let's go over here to our raised bed, and I think first I know what we got to do. We have got to go get us some tags and tag these garlic right here, these soft neck that we planted a couple weeks ago, because I don't want to get confused and I know I'll forget. So let's go get those tags, tag these guys, and then just plant us one row of grocery store garlic and just see how it compares. All right, I got our tags here. Aren't these nice, you guys? These are copper. Really too nice to be using down here just for the garlic. I bought these for the Japanese garden so I could ID some plants down there. But I left my cheap plastic ones down at the big garden. So we're going to try these. We got our grocery store garlic. Once you take the ballpoint pen and write on it, you can kind of see in the back, hopefully y'all can see there, how it kind of just indents. So it's never going to go away, but these are a little bit too nice to be using out here, but it is what it is. I'll put a link to these down in the description in case you want to try them. They're really nice. So I'll put our soft neck tag right there, soft neck in this row. Then we're going to do our grocery store right here. This old portulaca, get out of there. And let's see what we're working with. Ooh, this thing got nice and slimy, man. These things were sucking up all kinds of water, weren't they? Let's see, how in the world. I'm curious as to how these will grow, because like I said in past videos, normally they spray the grocery store garlic with growth inhibitor because they don't want it sprouting on the shelves. So I'm just curious what this is going to do, but some nice big cloves. Let's see what happens. We'll just take our little shovel here and just draw us as straight a line as possible. We want to plant these just as we did with our other garlic, about an inch and a half deep or so. I'm just going to scrape us out a nice furrow. We'll pop them in after putting in a little bit of biotone. There, we'll sprinkle us a little bit of a spoma biotone, not much at all, because again, we don't want to promote too much growth, especially with the cold coming next week. I'm just going to take and just simply pop these cloves off. Man, look how wet they are in there. Hopefully you guys can see that. That is so neat. Those roots just went down in there and started sucking it on up. We'll separate them out a little bit, and since they've already got roots, I'm going to go ahead and dig down a little bit deeper and do something just like this with that green leaf sticking up just like so. This will be kind of exciting just to see what garlic from the grocery store will do. When I saw these sprouting in the grocery store the other day, I was like, you know what? I've always been curious what it would do if you planted it. And I said, my buddies on YouTube would probably like to watch this grow with me. So that being said, now's even a better time to hit that subscribe button down there. So next spring, when we dig these up and compare them to the soft neck right beside it, we'll know with 100% certainty what grocery store garlic will do compared to garlic that you buy at a garden center. And there we go, y'all. Our grocery store garlic row is planted. Let's see what happens. Oh man, I forgot this big dude. We're gonna plant them a little bit closer together than I normally would, just because I only got one left that I kind of forgot about. So we'll tuck him in right there. Now, as promised, let's go take a look at our GreenStalk vertical planter. Y'all are gonna believe, I don't even hardly believe the growth out of this thing. I mean, in 2 square feet, we're growing 30 fall vegetables, and it's just incredible. Look at this dude right here. I swear there's a GreenStalk in there somewhere, but you hardly can see it with the growth. I mean, the broccoli is ginormous. The collards, the leaf lettuce, look at that. And we just simply, because we got the spinny thing on the bottom, we just spin it around. But look at the size of that GreenStalk, you guys. That is nuts. So again, GreenStalk doesn't pay me to say this stuff. And anything I put in my videos on YouTube is legit 100% the truth. But I absolutely have been blown away by the growth of this thing. And just, I mean, the amount of plants that you can grow in that little bitty space, that little bitty real estate. It is just incredible. And just look at how healthy this kale is. Everything looks amazing. We've got, let's see, we've got some cabbage somewhere in here. You can't even find the plants anymore. Everything is getting so big. Yeah, look at our cabbage forming right here. Cabbage in a vertical planter. It's nuts. And pretty soon our broccoli's gonna be heading out. We're gonna be harvesting that. I've been eating kale like daily off this thing. Made me a salad from the lettuce the other day. It's just really been a good growing planter. And the thing I absolutely love about it is I just walk around here, grab my hose pipe, go fill up the top, and the water just trickles down from layer to layer. So what we're gonna do this afternoon, oh, and check this out. I don't know what's happening to me, you guys, lately. I guess I'm getting old, but I've been going to these antique malls and I freaking love it. The cool stuff that you can find in these places is amazing. But I found this old brass watering can for a few bucks. And so what we're gonna do is add some Vine Vitality. This is a fish and kelp fertilizer. We're gonna add it to there. And then you simply just pour it in the top and we can fertilize all the way down. We're just gonna take our Vine Vitality, give it about that much, add some water. I don't know what it is about this stupid old brass watering can, man, but I just love this thing. And she's full. Then we just go right over here, try to find a hole through the vegetation and try to get you guys in there where y'all can see. And we just pour it right in the top. And then you can see I got a leaf in there too, but it just sucks it right on down. And then you can hear it, if I be quiet, going from one tier to the next. Doesn't get any easier than that. This thing has just been so daggum cool. If you've got minimal growing space, maybe you're in an apartment, or hell, even out here, I've got plenty of space, but it's still nice to be able to have 30 plants in 2 square feet. So if you got anybody on, holidays are coming up, if you got anybody on your Christmas list who's a gardener, this thing is just awesome. And in case you were wondering what I did with the other little, I think this was called, what, a Vivo Sun? This was that less expensive planter that I thought was going to be comparable to the GreenStalk down there. This one doesn't spin, but what I did, I just came in and planted some pansies. Got some trailing cool wave pansies on the top that should hang down and trail down, but it turned out real nice. So this would be a much cheaper alternative if you wanted to try a vertical garden. Well guys, I'm going to fire up the barbecue grill, grill some chicken, enjoy the rest of this 82-degree day, suck up all of the last of summertime that I can, because it's going to get cold next week. We've still got some cool content coming. We've got to get a lot of stuff moved into the greenhouse before, I think it's next Wednesday, that it's going to go down to 35, maybe even colder. So we got a lot of cool stuff coming up. I appreciate you hanging out with me. The more you know, the more you grow. See you on the next video.